From hotspots to hidden gems, this is your guide to all things local, the LA Unscripted way from the Bourbon Room in Hollywood. Calling all boomers, Gen Xers, millennials, and even you zany Zs. No matter what decade you do, this LA Unscripted is for you. Hi everyone, I'm Dana Devitt, a proud part of Generation X. So let's see. Gen Xers are known to be competitive, yep, straightforward, yes, cynical, latchkey kids. I so was a latchkey kid. All right, I am so excited to get my grunge on as we push rewind to find the best local spots to turn back the hands of time. So let's flip it and reverse it, starting right here at the Bourbon Room on Hollywood Boulevard.
The Bourbon Room literally is if Joe's Pub in New York City and the whiskey had a baby, that's the Bourbon Room. Bourbon Room is located in the new Hollywood Vinyl District, and our idea is really, we want to be that next music venue here in LA. The Bourbon Room is the name of the bar in Rock of Ages, the musical. I'm one of the original producers of Rock of Ages on Broadway. Rock of Ages, 30th longest running Broadway musical of all time. We ran on Broadway for 6 years, and the idea was just, how do we bring Rock of Ages back to LA? So, in December of 19, we opened the Bourbon Room. We put together an incredible cast. So Frankie Grande was in the cast, and Nick Cordero was in the cast. Successful Broadway actor, an incredible Broadway actor, but he moved to LA really because there was opportunity here and the pandemic hit. And unfortunately, Nick was one of the early cases of COVID, obviously got really sick and passed away. But in our eyes, we keep everything going. We keep Nick's memory alive by keeping Nick's picture above the bar in the back bar. What we tried to do here is pay tribute to the Sunset Strip in the 80s, right? The Marquee, you walk in, you're like, where am I, right? You come in, you come up these stairs, you see the rock and roll pictures, the gold records, but you don't realize what you're walking into. And it's really fun to watch people as they come in and see how beautiful the space is. So you don't need a ticket to the show just to come up to the Bourbon Room.
Okay, I'm here with Chef Frankie. Okay, what would you say is the most popular item on the menu?
I would probably say it's between our bourbon burger and our fried chicken sandwich.
Okay.
So the whole idea was we wanted great food. We didn't want just like normal bar food.
Frankie, if I had nothing else, you already won my heart.
You can have dinner here, you can have drinks.
Stop it right now. Anything flaming, I'm a fan of. Can I have it now?
Oh, you can definitely have it now.
Can I make
blow
a
it
wish?
out first though, don't put your nose on fire.
Don't or do put your nose on fire.
Whatever you want.
Oh, okay.
I prefer if you did, it'd be memorable.
I made a wish.
And then if you have a ticket to the show, we take you through and into our venue where you can also eat and drink while watching your favorite performers.
Oh my God, this is so cool.
Yeah, so welcome to our showroom. You're watching a live rehearsal. So Netflix is a Joke just had 13 shows here. We have every major cover band in the world is playing our venue. The Plain White T's are playing here shortly. And then one Monday out of every month, we do Broadway at the Bourbon Room.
I'm actually just starting my second drink, and I happened to notice something very interesting. Look what I just noticed! What are these?
Those are our microphones, man. Actually installed the system so that the bartenders, whether they're feeling fun and frisky that night, they can actually take the mics, pull people up on top of the bar, get them to sing.
Just the bartenders?
We let people do it too.
Summer lovin'.
Had me a blast! Summer lovin' happened so fast.
We're 2 blocks from the Pantages. We literally have the Hollywood sign right outside our door. For any of our shows, everyone's welcome. It's fine to have kids here. Anybody can come up here and feel comfortable, have a drink, have a great meal, and then see an incredible show with some of your favorite artists.
It's a headbangers ball for all. Next stop, the LAU crew heads west to Santa Monica's Nostalgia Bar and Lounge. Wow. Oh, wow. Honestly. Wow.
Yeah, we really wanted to bring in everything to try and make this as nostalgic as possible. My background is in Michelin dining, and we take that Michelin approach where, one, we process everything in-house. We do everything from scratch, every sauce, everything that's on the plate we have pretty much made. And it's really important for us to keep that standard of quality. Okay, what were you saying about the fries?
They were literally the best fries I've ever had. So good. Yeah.
What we're known for is the very highest quality experience and the highest quality food. And we wanted to give something that is a bar vibe, but elevated and in a way that people feel familiar yet unpretentious and just like really comfortable.
Now let's take it to the 80s. So right here we have the end of the Otter Pop cocktail. So we actually make some ice molds, blueberry and raspberry, to match the blueberry raspberry Otter Pop. We'll do a little fresh squeezed lime juice, and then it gets our pre-batched Otter Pop, which is vodka and orange Creole shrub.
Totally cool.
Not only is it nostalgic, but it's like creating a whole new memory for you where like, it's the best damn fish and chips that I have ever had. This is the Kobe toast. There is shaved A5 Kobe Wagyu, which is from the Mizaka, Japan.
I only eat A4 Kobe.
I'll go for it.
Honestly, I cannot believe I'm in a bar having food this good.
Next, I wanted to go into the fish and chips because I feel like you guys will absolutely love them. This is not your traditional fish and chips.
I've had fish and chips at a number of places, but this by far, this might be number one now.
Hard to beat.
And we can't overlook these fries.
Oh my God, the fries, you guys. That's a subject all on its own.
2.5 day process right there.
What?
Yeah. Wow. Did you guys coordinate
In
that?
stereo.
The first restaurant that I ever worked at in fine dining was here in Santa Monica. The most amazing memories that I have in LA are in Santa Monica, and you know, the neighborhood here is incredible. We're right on Pico between Euclid and 14th. It's just such a beautiful little location. We're gonna move on to the lobster roll. Very light, very refreshing. All those herbs coming through. This is one of my favorites too.
Man.
We have like kind of the gaming, nook over here, and then we have obviously our big beautiful bar, and behind that is TV and film, and then against the stage, that's where the music is, obviously the vinyls, and then in the bathroom, there's this beautiful moment of, the 90s scrunchies coming back. Are you guys ready for dessert?
Sure, why not?
Lovely. All right. This is an all-organic version of the classic push-up, except we use a couple different flavors. So we have strawberry that's on top, then there's a orange sherbet in the middle, and then there is a beet and cherry sherbet.
What?
Oh, this is so good. Stop it.
You took me all the way back to the 80s. with
This is so good.
Oh my God.
This is ridiculous. Chris, I'm not lying when I say this has been 10 out of 10.
Wow.
I'm not even kidding.
We kept the 10 out of 10 after the
Oh
oysters.
my God.
Cheers to that.
So good. From food to old school fun, how about a little friendly Pac-Man challenge at Highland Park's Barcade? And don't even think you're gonna beat my high score.
We are old school games, so the name Barcade is trademarked. So no one else can actually call themselves Barcade. One of the co-founders used to have parties in his loft in Brooklyn back in the day, and loved craft beer, loved video games, had like 4 or 5 machines in his apartment, and they all had day jobs. And they were like, hey, why don't we just open a bar with beer, craft beer, and video games? And that's what they did.
Oh, got him. Lots of blood.
We're up to 9 locations across the country. LA, this is the only location on the West Coast.
I want automatic. They have almost every pinball machine under the sun. Monster Bash, Demolition Man, Twilight Zone, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, and that's not even counting all the video games they have, like Frogger, Mortal Kombat, Miss Pac-Man. So many tokens, so little time. I'm in the swamp. Where's the swamp? Is that bad?
And one of the big features here is this is the only location that we have hydraulic Daytona. So while you're driving, the seats move. We cater to baby boomers because they used to take their kids to arcades in the 80s. We cater to Gen Xers who grew up playing all these games originally, but then the millennials, the Zoomers, they love it as well because they get to come here and tell a story to their friends about the game they play. And they already know how to play the games because they've already played them all online. We have 24 beers on draft, no bottles, no cans, no packaging, and a full kitchen at this location as well.
Oh, That's delicious.
It's a great cider. One of the reasons why we chose Highland Park is we look at areas that are developing and that we want to be part of. So you'll see tributes to the past in most of our spaces of what the building used to be. My favorite game is Addams Family Pinball. I grew up playing that when I was a teenager. There you go, you win. Nice work.
Did you know gaming is a $300 billion industry? Cha-ching! And we are just starting to rack up the points. Coming up, more local hotspots and hidden gems that'll bring the memories flooding back. LA Unscripted from the Bourbon Room in Hollywood. We'll be back before you can remember the words to If I Could Turn Back Time. I still have their microphone. I stole it and they don't know. Chopsticks, you guys. All right, welcome back to LA Unscripted. I'm Dana Devin, and today we are getting nostalgic at the Bourbon Room in Hollywood. This super fun venue is known as the home that rock built, and trust me, you'll want to follow all of their social sites so you don't miss a single live performance that will have you breaking out that crimping iron. And since I consider myself a little bit of a theme queen, when I was dared to don four wheels at Glendale's famous Moonlight Rollerway, I said, I have just the right outfit for that.
If you've never been to Moonlight Rollerway, what are you waiting for? We've been here since 1956. Where have you been? We want you to walk in those doors and feel like you're 9 years old again and leave all that adulting crap, leave that behind. Just come in and have a good time. The decor, the carpet, the owner likes to keep it with that 50s look, which to everybody, it feels like the look of the decade that they grew up in. To me, it has that 70s look, because that was the decade I went roller skating. To you, it may have that 80s look, because that's the decade you grew up in.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. What size can I get for you?
Okay, so 8.
We have been here since the building was back in the early 1900s, and it was used as a warehouse to make airplane parts for the Great War, because Glendale was the main airport for the wars. 1956, it became Harry's roller rink. At that time, there was a Moonlight Rollerway in Pasadena. And then in the early 70s, the Neschke family took over, and they named it Moonlight Rollerway 2. So we had Pasadena and Glendale. And the late 70s, Pasadena closed, and Moonlight Rollerway's been the one in Glendale ever since.
So probably the last time I went roller skating, it was probably in the 80s. I was probably in 6th grade with braces, probably a really bad perm, and like bangs that were like that. And the big deal was like hoping you got to couple skate.
Moonlight Rollerway is the roller rink of the stars. It would be impossible for me to name them all throughout all of the years, but most recently we did a special performance by Lizzo with the Can't Cancel Pride event. We have done Euphoria, we've done Straight Out of Compton, TV shows, Goldberg's Modern Family. We do private parties for people all the time, whether it's a child's birthday party, an adult birthday party. We've done bachelorette parties, we've done weddings here. We do classes every Saturday for kids. We also do the same thing for adults every Tuesday evening. And we also do private lessons all the time.
We're going to go over safety first. So the first position I'm going to teach you, Dana, is when we put our skates together side by side, you're going to put your hands out in front strong. Okay. This is safety position. Okay. So if anything goes awkward out there, we're going to go safety. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3, roll. Roll. Stay strong with the body there.
1, 2, 3,
roll. We're going to do a spin. So what we're going to do is we're going to have strong arms. They're going to travel across our body. There we go. Good job.
Is that how you go backwards?
Yes, yes.
I have to say, you are such a great teacher. I have learned so much in such a short amount of time that Roller Girl is ready to show you what she's learned. Roller Girl is ready for the podium.
Roller skating has been around forever, and it's not going to go anywhere. It's great exercise. You can burn up to 600 calories an hour. It gets your endorphins going. You feel the wind in your hair. It's the camaraderie.
Moonlight Rollerway is groovy! Oh my God, did you see my rad skating skills? Okay, I have to admit, I had a body double. It was the sweet young Millie. Millie, thank you so much. You were incredible. And we have more local musts for your chillax list when LA Unscripted from the Bourbon Room is back from the future. We're going retro and kicking it old school style from the Bourbon Room in Hollywood. Dial up, boy bands, and the Spice Girls. So what is your totally tubular takeaway from the 90s? DM us and let us know. All right, now, can't Lego your Eggos? Don't Y2 panic, because our Jasmine Simpkins has a throwback workout that'll have you snapping like a Slim Jim. Remember those?
Okay, LA Unscripted, I am getting ready to try old school skinny. I've actually even got on, something old school theme. Can you guys guess what it's from? Clueless, yes! Now, hopefully I'm not clueless trying to learn these dance moves, but we'll see. So, let's kick it.
Old School Skinny is unlike any other class that I've ever experienced. I feel like one of the best parts about it is that everybody feels like family, feels like we're all at a backyard barbecue having a good time.
My husband and I actually, we met on the dance floor, and we've literally been dancing together ever since. My name is Janelle Lucky. I am the co-founder of Old School Skinny.
Here we go, butterfly. Hey, hey.
Old School Skinny is a dance party. It is all 90s all day long, but we are also bringing in the things of today, the music of today that everybody is bopping to. Old School Skinny started because my mother needed to have knee surgery, and she was needing to lose some weight. My husband and I weren't necessarily wanting her to do the traditional, classes that everybody else does. We needed her to get pumping a little quicker.
When I first met my wife, I had just finished a dance competition on Oxygen, and it had part to do with weight loss. Once my mother-in-law really needed to lose the weight, and I saw that she wasn't necessarily having the type of fun and engaging atmosphere that we knew we could provide for her, it was just time to go ahead and step in and do what we knew we could do.
For now, I'm sticking with Old School Skinny to keep myself vigorous and stretching my muscles.
We actually started the class through our church. It just got bigger and bigger, and before we looked up, it was like we've got 15 to 16 people in class every week. My husband and I are both 80s babies, kids of the 90s, Nickelodeon, all that, like the 90s are us.
So it's been a great kind of like recognition of how powerful Old School Skinny really is.
Okay, definitely not the same as sweating to the oldies. All right, now seeing stars as we stroll down memory lane. From the Lost Boys, the Goonies, and Stand By Me, Corey Feldman made his mark on movies, music, and oh, so much more. Now, one-on-one with the local icon who is still making moves today.
I've been great. I've been working so hard. I've been locked away in my cave, creating this new work.
Right.
It's an amazing amount of work. The biggest project that I've ever put out.
So you were able to use the pandemic to write music and create?
Absolutely. I've actually been creating music for 35 years. Not only that, but I actually started singing before I started acting.
Interesting.
And a lot of people don't know that.
I didn't know that.
This is a big package. So we've got the EP, we've got the brand new box set, and we've got the brand new album. There's a song that my son helped me write. It's his very first outing as a songwriter, and he helped me write a song about the pandemic, about the lockdown. This is the EP. This
Okay.
is an 8-song EP, which is a picture disc.
Love
but
the art on this, by
Isn't
the
it
way.
beautiful? It's all done by
Yes.
this artist named Howard Tiemann, who's a local Los Angeles artist.
Okay.
Who's been with me since the early 90s.
Okay. This is amazing. What is this?
So this is the Love Left 2.1 box set.
Okay.
This is the full deal. So on the EP, you're only getting samples. You're getting 2 songs from each disc.
Mm-hmm.
This contains 6 discs, along with many other goodies and many other surprises. So the 6 discs are 4 CDs, 2 DVDs. Then there's also a outtakes unreleased CD, which has got 19 songs that have previously never been heard by anyone and never released before, including a duet with Alfonso Ribeiro, who was very close with me during the 80s and early 90s. Then there's a documentary as part of the DVDs. As I was saying, it's called Corey Feldman, Artist, Man Behind the Love. There's rare photographs, rare video footage, stuff that's never been released, including footage with like me and Michael Jackson, Drew Barrymore, you know, singing It's So Simple with me, the song that Alfonso and I did on our after school special, 15 and Getting Straight. We are the first to launch and pioneer this brand new technology, which is Hologram Corey. When you open up your box, you take your phone, you get the little QR code, put the camera up on your phone, and you put it up to the QR code, and suddenly a hologram of me pops up.
Where can people get this?
Okay, so you can order it directly at my website, which is coreyfeldman.net.
Aw, thanks, Corey. Corey is currently on tour and has multiple SoCal dates. Go to coreyfeldman.net for all things Feldman. Thank you so much to the Bourbon Room for backpedaling with us today. And where will we be next? You never know, but you know it'll make you smile. We'll see you next time. Mwah.